We are
Gilbert
and George.
We're very delighted to be returning to Gdańsk after so many years to celebrate your anniversary of 20 years and our anniversary of 50 years. So it's 70 years altogether.
Yes, we have been able to go through what we call and start in 1969. We had this vision that we could be ourselves the art.
And we had the idea that we should fight for a new way of having an art that was not deliberately and willfully obscure, that excluded 92% of the world's population. So we had the idea of art for all, and we still believe very much in the broadening of culture.
And we were able to create a sculpture that became like a journey through life, a journey towards the end. And we were confronted by life, and life is like everybody else's life. So we managed to incorporate like what we call romantic pieces, drunken pieces, young people, sexual, politics, all the journey that confronted us every single day. So we are exactly like everybody else, but we are artists.
So we were tackling and delving into death,
For hope,
life,
fear,
sex,
money,
race,
and religion.
finally, but probably most importantly. We just returned from opening our show in Belfast, and never was the accent on religion more obvious. The whole city breathed the difficulties of sectarianism.
It's very interesting because we had the vicar in front of our show condemning our show, shouting Sodom and Gomorrah. And you realize that they all preach love thy neighbor, no? But what they are doing is hate thy neighbor most of the time. But we as artists, we are able to open up vision that we can be more human. The art has to be human because we are alone on this earth. There is nothing else except human beings.
And I think we defeated the vicar in Belfast because we realized something very simple. He's called the Reverend McIlvey. And we realized that within his name are the 4 letters that spell evil. And in our name, if you take the G from Gilbert, the O from George, and the D from and, we have God in our name. So we announced that on television. So I think that vicar will probably never forget that.
But we realize how important art is to liberate people from a lot of different things. Through culture, through what we call philosophy, books, art, we were able to create a world that is completely different even than what my parents had, because they were terrified by religion. They were under the thumb of the vicar day and night. And we, in some way, managed to liberate ourselves from that.
And strangely, the few people who are involved in the church who are against us, they have no idea that perhaps other clergymen are not like that. For instance, we do have a support from religious bodies. Wherever we go, there's always somebody who's very religious, who's very supportive. And we always remember some years ago when we did the banner, Ban Religion, and there was a knock at the door. And we opened the door and there was an elderly vicar. And he said, I've just seen that you did this ban religion. I must say, I like it very much. I support it. I want to tell you that. I don't want to disturb you, but I agree with you. And we said, thank you very much. Could you please explain? And he said, it's very simple. I have a congregation every Sunday. They're all very nice people, and many of them are friends, and they're all very religious, but I don't want them to be religious. I want them to be good. And that was a wonderful moment. So we're going to see you all in Gdańsk. Don't you think, Gilbert?
Oh yes, we are very looking forward to have a fantastic time in Gdańsk, and the interview and the film and everything else. Wonderful.
It's going to be very exciting.